Do you ever just feel like there are never enough hours in the day? Like you're constantly rushing, always trying to catch up.
Yeah, the feeling that time's just slipping away.
Exactly. Well, if that sounds like you, then this deep dive is definitely for you. We want to help you get that knowledge quickly, but also thoroughly. Find those aha moments about your most valuable asset,
Time itself.
time itself. So today we're diving deep into Mastering Time, a guide to maximizing daily value. Our mission. Pull out the best nuggets, the most surprising facts from our source material to help you really get it and, well, leverage your time better.
And the core idea here, it kind of flips the script, doesn't it?
Right.
Most of us think, I need more hours.
Right.
But the source says, look, 24 hours, that's actually plenty. The real shift isn't finding more time. It's changing how we think about it, how we use the time we have.
So it's about efficiency for like life quality, not just getting more done.
Precisely. Making time management a skill for a better life, not just a more productive workday. It's crucial.
Okay, so the source really zeroes in on time being our most valuable asset right away. What's the main argument there? How does it really land that point?
Well, it draws a really sharp contrast. Think about it. If you lose money, you can often earn it back, right?
Sure, hopefully.
Or if your health suffers, sometimes, you can recover. But time, once a minute is gone, it is gone forever. You cannot get it back.
Never.
And truly recognizing that irreplaceability, that's what pushes us to be more careful, more purposeful with every single minute.
And there's that analogy it uses too, which I thought was quite powerful. Time is like the wind.
Ah, yes. I like that one too.
Explain that a bit. Like wind, it has force.
Exactly. The idea is if you know how to use it, if you have direction, it can carry you smoothly towards your goals like wind in your sails.
But if you don't have direction,
Then you're just kind of blown around, right?
Plus-
Lost at sea, basically.
Right.
No progress, no destination reached.
so that direction piece is critical. What does the source say we need for that?
It boils down to two things, really. First, you need to know where you want to go. Clear goals, your destination.
Okay.
And second, you need a plan to get there, charting the course for the journey. Without both, the wind is just chaotic.
All right, let's shift gears a bit. This next part gets really interesting, talking about something the source calls time thieves.
Ah, yes, the silent killers of productivity.
Totally. Things that steal our time without us even noticing. Makes you think, doesn't it?
What are some examples it gives?
Well, the usual suspects are there. Aimless scrolling through social media. We've all been there. Checking the same news sites over and over. Unnecessary phone calls that drag on. And then there's the more internal stuff, like unproductive worry or anxiety, just spinning your wheels mentally.
It's amazing how much time that can consume.
Yeah.
So what's the first step to dealing with these thieves?
Just seeing them, identifying them. The source really emphasizes that you need to observe yourself, maybe even track your time for a day or two.
Like actually write down what you're doing? Yeah, get some real data. Then you look at it honestly and ask, is this activity actually benefiting me or is it just a filler? Is it a thief?
And after you've spotted them, there's that next step. Review and question yourself, asking why.
That's crucial. Because sometimes it's just habit, right? You scroll because, well, you always scroll then.
Or maybe you're avoiding something harder.
Exactly. Asking why helps you uncover those patterns. Is it boredom? Stress? Are you putting off a big project?
Yeah.
Understanding the root cause is how you make real conscious changes.
And the source is pretty firm here. 24 hours is enough for the important things.
Absolutely. The problem isn't usually a lack of time. It's letting those hours leak away on things that don't serve our goals. Think about it. If you could reclaim even, say, 2 hours a day,
That's 14 hours a week, an extra 2 work days almost.
imagine what you could do with that reclaimed time. It's significant.
Okay, so we know time is valuable. We've identified the thieves. How do we actually put this into practice? How do we start using time well? Where does the source say we begin?
It starts with clear goals, planning. You absolutely have to know what you want to use your time for.
Makes sense. Vague goals lead to vague results.
Precisely. And the source says good goals are specific, they're measurable, and they have a time frame. That clarity keeps you focused.
It also mentions something about analyzing yourself, strengths and weaknesses.
Right. This is about working with your own nature, not fighting it. Are you a morning person?
Definitely.
Okay, so schedule your toughest, most mentally demanding work for the morning when you're sharpest. If you thrive on collaboration, build that into your schedule. Don't force yourself to do deep solo work when you're naturally more interactive.
Work with your rhythm. I like that. And the simple advice: plan by writing it down.
Seems basic, but it's powerful. Getting it out of your head and onto paper or, into an app.
Why is that so important?
It gives you the big picture. You can see everything laid out. It helps you prioritize, track how you're doing.
Yeah.
And honestly, it just frees up mental bandwidth. You're not constantly trying to remember 50 little things.
Right, that mental clutter is exhausting, so writing it down clears space for actual thinking.
Exactly. More energy for the important stuff.
Okay, plan is written.
Hmm.
Now, execution. How do we actually do the work effectively? Prioritizing seems key here.
Absolutely fundamental. Not all tasks are created equal.
Right.
Some things yield way more value than others. Prioritizing is how you make sure your limited time and energy go towards the high-impact stuff.
And the source gives us that matrix, the importance urgency one. Can you break that down?
Sure, it's a simple grid, basically. Four
Right.
quadrants.
Okay.
1, important and urgent. These are your top priorities. Do them first. Fires that need putting out, critical deadlines.
Got it.
2, important but not urgent. This is where strategic work lives. Planning, relationship building, learning. You need to schedule time for these.
Right. Otherwise, they get pushed aside.
Exactly. 3, urgent but not important. Think interruptions, some meetings, minor requests. The key here is delegation. Can someone else handle this?
Good point.
And 4, not important and not urgent. These are the time wasters. Distractions, busy work. The goal here, eliminate them. Just stop doing them.
That framework really clarifies things. It also ties into Pareto's law, the 80-20 rule, which the source mentions.
Yeah, the idea that often roughly 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts.
So the challenge for you listening is, what's your 20%? What small chunk of your work actually produces the vast majority of your success?
Identifying that is huge, because then you can double down on those high-leverage activities and consciously spend less time on the low-value 80%,
If it's not giving you much back, maybe you shouldn't be doing it.
or at least minimizing it, which leads naturally into delegation. The source is clear. You can't and shouldn't try to do everything yourself. That's just not smart time management.
Delegation is tricky, though. It often goes wrong. Does the source offer any help there?
It does, thankfully. It gives 5 key questions to ask before you delegate to make it effective.
Okay, what are they?
First, what exactly needs to be done? Be super clear. Second, who is the best person for this task? Match skills and workload. Third, why is it important? Give context. Fourth, how should it be done? Provide necessary info or methods. And fifth, when does it need to be finished? Set a clear deadline.
What, who, why, how, when. That's a great checklist.
Gets everyone on the same page.
Now, this next concept is fascinating. It's not just managing tasks, but managing our energy.
Or energy rhythm, yeah. This is so important and often overlooked. Our ability to work, our focus, it naturally ebbs and flows during the day.
Like morning people versus night owls.
Exactly. The source says, know your own rhythm. When are you most alert and focused? That's when you tackle your most important, demanding work.
And when you feel that slump coming on.
That's the time for lower energy tasks. Admin, clearing emails, filing routine stuff. Match the task to your energy level. Don't try to force complex thinking when your brain feels like mush.
Makes total sense. And related to this is the advice to plan ahead the night before.
Yes. Organize tomorrow's work tonight. It sounds simple, but it means you wake up and you already have direction. You're not wasting those first, often high-energy morning hours just figuring out what to do.
You hit the ground running.
Pretty much. And this ties into creating a good attitude for the day, too.
How so?
Well, the source suggests starting your day intentionally, maybe with some exercise, a few minutes of meditation, or even just noting down things you're grateful for.
Setting a positive tone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That positive start gives you energy, inspiration. It just makes the whole workday flow better, more efficiently, maybe even more joyfully.
So we've got planning, prioritizing, energy management. How do we keep this up long term? The source mentions scheduling quiet time, solitude. That feels almost counterintuitive for time management.
It does, doesn't it? We think time management means packing every second. But the source argues that's wrong. Building in time for rest, reflection, even just quiet solitude is actually essential for sustained effectiveness.
Why is that? What does the quiet time do?
It lets your brain rest and process. Think about it, you're constantly taking in information. Solitude gives you space to digest it, consolidate learning, maybe see connections you missed in the rush.
And prepare for what's next.
Yes, and it's also where creative ideas often bubble up. When you step away from the frantic pace, you can find new angles, better approaches to problems.
So it really comes back to working smart, not just relentlessly hard.
That's the core message, I think.
Wow. Okay. What a deep dive. We've gone from understanding why time is so uniquely valuable that you can't get it back
Uh-huh.
to spotting those sneaky time thieves that drain our days. We looked at solid planning, setting clear
The
goals,
importance of writing it down.
right, and then implementing effectively prioritizing with that matrix, using the 80-20 rule, delegating smartly.
And managing our own energy, planning ahead, even finding time for quiet.
It really covers a lot of ground.
And if you connect all those dots, you see mastering time isn't really about cramming more stuff in. It's about, well, choosing what truly matters, what creates real value for you.
And letting go of the rest.
And having the discipline, maybe the courage to let go of the rest. That's what leads to a more balanced and ultimately, yeah, a happier life.
So here's a final thought for you to take away from this deep dive, building on everything we've discussed. If time truly is your most valuable, your most irrecoverable asset, what one-time thief are you going to reclaim starting today? And more importantly, what purpose, what valuable activity will you give that reclaimed time? Keep digging, keep exploring.